Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a you versus them love reading for Cancer. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance from my Cancers, please. All right, so your person, we see the Eight of Cups. Your energy, the Judgment card in reverse, okay. What's going on between you? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, okay. So, and we see the Star card in reverse, Aquarius energy. So I feel like your person here has most likely turned their back on this connection, or they're going through a transition or a transformation and they still have some healing that needs to take place. You may feel like they've turned their back on this connection, and it may be something that was a little bit unexpected here, Cancer. So let's see what's going on. We see the King of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this person definitely is not giving to this connection right now. The King of Pentacles in reverse can indicate that there are health issues or financial issues at play. But I also feel a lot of times that this can indicate like they didn't feel like they were good enough, or they didn't feel like they had enough to offer you, Cancer. They're viewing you as the Two of Wands in reverse. So they're definitely looking at the past. There may be an energy of like there's passion and there's attraction. There may be hope for a new beginning here at some point in time, but it feels like this person is going through a tower moment, or needs to heal, or kind of needs to find center and grounding first. Your energy, the Judgment card in reverse, Aries, Scorpio energy, tells me you may feel like the relationship is over, there are no second chances, it's time to grow and transform your life. It can also indicate here, Cancer, that you feel like you misjudged this person, or you feel misjudged or misunderstood here. All right. So yeah, double Judgment card. Wow, Cancer, you are really assuming this is over. And I think you also really question your judgment with this person, or you feel really misjudged. You're viewing this person as a tower moment, Aries, Scorpio energy. So it does look like, Cancer, they may have pulled the rug out from under you, that whatever has happened here, it's been really unexpected. Now, for some of my Cancers, it really could be that something happened in this life unexpected, like some sort of personal loss or a job loss or something with their home, and they need to go and like focus on that right now. But the Eight of Swords energy in reverse tells me there's nervousness, there's anxiety, there's avoidance going on between the two of you. Your person is viewing the relationship as the Seven of Wands, though. So I don't feel like this person thinks it's completely over. But I feel a lot of my Cancers, you do, either because there's been a deal breaker, or you just kind of went to worst case scenario. But I feel with the Seven of Wands here, this person is, it feels like they're under attack, right? Like they're getting it from all levels, all angles. But this is somebody that is guarded and defensive, but they're fighting and they want to fight for this connection. And you're viewing the connection as the Seven of Pentacles. Now pay attention to double sevens coming through. It tells me there's a very strong spiritual connection here. Cancers, you're viewing the relationship as like, I'm getting yes, but not right now. Although double Judgment card tells me a lot of you, you're not even expecting a yes here, but you're looking at the time and effort that you've put into this connection. I think you're doing a review, trying to see like what you can trust here. If you are right about them, were you crazy to feel this way? You know, what the hell actually happened here? Yeah, and you're in the Page of Wands energy in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, you're definitely feeling like not confident. I kind of feel like my Cancers are like, you know, in this energy of like, what the hell was that, right? And did I completely misjudge this person? Did they completely misjudge me? All right, I feel this has impacted you heavily, Cancer. All right, let's see what we need to know about this person. The Yin Yang card. See, they do feel like you two are soulmates. They recognize that this is a soulmate connection, but I do think they're working on finding their own balance, financial constraints. Some of you, it is financial issues at play here. but they're like maybe very focused on their career and finance. They may have taken a huge hit or like a job loss here that kind of spun them out. Some of you, this is them struggling with issues, struggling with not feeling good enough. All right. And we see the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, coming through. So an imbalanced 7th chakra or crown chakra indicates that this person feels confused. They're not seeing clearly. They sense there's a soulmate connection, but they're not sure about soulmate union here with you. And we see door to romance in reverse. So I do feel like that's an energy of like right now they're not focused on romance. I feel like they can't be whatever has happened here. And for a lot of you, it feels like life, like something, I don't know if they were deployed, for example. Did they lose a job suddenly? Did they have some sort of personal loss? And for others of you, they may have just gotten spooked here. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about this person, what might be holding them back. Indecision, you're afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. So they're definitely in this indecisive energy. Their energy is scattered. And make friends and spend time by yourself to take pressure off of your relationship. I feel like this person might have really big fears around being needy or, not having enough. That's kind of what I'm getting. They may feel like you're slightly out of their league, and that can come out in a lot of different weird ways, Cancer. For some of you, this person may have body shame. They might feel unattractive. Again, they might feel like you're out of their league here. All right. And like I said, sometimes that can make people act like, it can make them run. If they feel like they're always kind of needing to play catch up, or they have more work to do, or, they don't feel good around you. And not because you're doing anything to make them feel bad, but because what you reflect back at them. All right, let's see what would they like to say to you, my dear Cancers? Okay, we see detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Yeah, and it does look like they've walked away here, but I'm struggling to find the right path. But see, at the same time, there's this weird part of them that feels like you're part of their destiny, or that they want to fight for this connection. So you're going to have to let me know why you think this person walked away. Some of you may know why, but definitely drop me a comment down below. All right, let's see what is hidden here. Is there anything hidden that my Cancers aren't seeing? Is there anything here that's hidden that my Cancers aren't seeing? Focused on their stability, confirmation there with those financial constraints. Again, most likely they felt like they didn't have enough here. And entanglements. Now, for some of you, there could be, other options, third-party energy here involved. I mean, I don't really get that anywhere, to be honest, but, for some of you, that is the case. It may have been easier to deal with someone who's, I know this sounds terrible, but like beneath them rather than above them, for example. All right, and we see long-distance love. So for some of my Cancers, this is somebody who's at a distance from you, or there's just distance between you now. All right, what else do we need to know? What are their very next actions towards my Cancers, please? King of Coins in reverse. Again, this is how they're showing up, not investing. Death card. And the 7 of Swords in reverse. Cancer, a lot of you, this person, they may be working on their own personal transformation. We see that with financial constraints coming out in reverse. So they're working on a transformation, but for now, it's like they're acting like this connection is over. They're clearly moving on. All right, but we see the 10 of Swords in reverse. So, their future actions, this is really meant to be like in the next week or so. So the next week or so, I would not expect communication from this person. They're going to be acting like it's over, moving on. But I also feel like they're going through a transformation and releasing something, because it's this energy of like, I still get like a yes, but not right now. But I want you to be very careful with that energy, because that does not mean, my dear Cancers, that you're meant to put your life on hold for somebody who's not communicating with you, somebody who's not planning to be with you, someone who's not meeting you where you are, okay? But I do feel like this person feels in the future that they're, you know, when they get right, when they feel better about themselves, whatever it might be, that they're going to come towards you, or this is going to be something they want to fight for. But, you know, it's not your job, Cancer, to, you know, to manage this person's insecurities, okay? So Spirit's advice for you is stay rooted. Emotional grounding changes how everything lands. And clarity comes from expression. Some things can't be resolved internally. Understanding arrives through being known. So some of my Cancers, this is about speaking out. I don't know that this person is going to necessarily respond, but if this is something that's like really doing your head in, it's really eating at you, you know, say what you got to say. You know, you have nothing to lose. And even if they don't give you an answer, Cancer, that's your answer. All right? Some of you, they may respond, but like I said, in the next week or so, I feel like this person is trying to transform something, trying to release something, and not going to be putting energy into this connection. All right, Cancers, I know this isn't going to resonate with all of you, so do check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I also like to check out my North Node. All right, my lovely Cancers, love and light. Take care.